Well, good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, however you may be. Hope you're doing all right on this beautiful or ugly day, wherever it is that you're living. So, hello, Sam. Oh, I'm not feeling too great. I might not be on all that long today. So, glad you on. Thank you, Sai. Good morning, Leonard. Hello, Ehsan. Finland, hello, Christian. Sorry again. I'm a little under the weather. Juan, yeah, I'm all right, except just being a little sick. I'm sick enough that I'm not too sick to work, but I'm sick enough that it stinks. So, hello, Riro. Oh man. What's going on in this world? Ugh. Oh, stuff. Good morning, Gigantor. Guys, I wanna share a thought. Hello, Costa Spawn. I was looking at the others chart. So total two. There's two different things going on in my head. Bear market started a long time ago. Bear market started so long ago that it's almost over. Total two looks like it's at a good entry. Others looks like it's at the end of distribution and it's going to go down more. So what does that mean? That means that the top 10 altcoins, that chart, I mean, total two is everything. It's top 150. All right, so the total two of those that should outperform over the next few months is the top 10. Others looks like it's going down. So like anything outside of the top 10, I would wait to touch for a while. That's just kind of a new, as I'm looking at this, analyzing this chart here, this others chart. I mean, if it goes any lower, it's losing major support. So what does that mean? That means you buy your junk coins later. The ones that people don't actually use, you wait for a while to buy those. Prediction of markets. Yeah, there we go. Hey man, have you recovered your TikTok account that was banned? I have not. I'm tempted to just give in and pay the guy so that he'll push the buttons and unban the account. It's so opposite of how I live my life. But it's been 6 months now, and I've tried every option. I'm trying, I'm not willing to pay him more than $1,500. If he wants $1,500 from me so I can get 5 years of my life back, 5 years of incredibly hard work back, then it's just so absurd that I have to resort to this. After all season, I was selling you multiple gifts. Now I'm focused on DCA. All right, cool. I'll appreciate it if you win. Great. Danny, new learner, and Carol Ann, thanks for the follows. Afternoon, Matthew. What an S situation. Yes. Thoughts on Aster? I mean, it's too new for me to really give any thoughts. Ty Crypto. So Ty's sister, I gave her some information. She messaged TikTok and got the same message. She lives in Peru, and she got the same message, the same generic message. It's like, I see you're reaching out with a VPN, or you're using a VPN from wherever you're messaging from. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's that. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, Aster, I don't know what to say about Aster. It's too new. Now, could it have bottomed? Or, you know what? I mean, no. What I would say is that, you know, at last week or so, Aster's done okay, but I think that's because Hyperliquid's done pretty well. So there's nothing really I can say. It can go a lot lower. XRP. So the things that I said about Total 2 might have bottomed. Others can go a lot lower. I tend to think that XRP might have bottomed. It might have actually bottomed. But, okay, here's the deal. Whether I'm right or wrong about that. Last week I said 25% was a good amount of percent to be allocated. Now it's just a waiting game. And so if I'm right, you have a long time, because what should come next for a lot of these cryptos is a chop, even like the large cap ones at least. If I'm wrong, you have a long time. So whether I'm right or wrong about certain cryptos being bottomed, time is your friend right now. Thanks for the follow, Easy Raja. Thoughts on TARS AI and OP? I mean, I don't know what to say about both of those. Those are, those are both just not. I'd stick with top 10 right now. I'll look at the OP chart, but it's just been nonstop down. I don't see a floor in sight for optimism, and TARS has just been bleeding. I mean, what are you gonna do? Do you think the Genius Act will come out of limbo this quarter? No. I mean, who knows? I'm not paying attention to it. It's just too slow of a mover. If you are watching on YouTube, I'm doing member-only chat on YouTube, but I am live on TikTok, WWBTC5. OpenSea got new competition called Poo. Okay, all right. You almost got me, Leroy. Thanks, Thomas, for the follow. Will Solana go lower? Solana's pretty vulnerable. Murph, thanks for the follow. So $78. It bottomed out last week at what? 67. The problem is that user 635, thanks for the follow. The problem is that there's very little support where Solana is right now. So I mean, I think it's going below its 236 retrace, which is 67. Maybe that might be a good bottom, but like I tend to think it's going to go, who knows, man. I said under 50 a few months ago. Why is Aster blasting? I don't know. I wouldn't touch it. Hello, Ponky. Thanks for your input and thoughts on XLM. Guys, yeah, it's the same thing with so many of these cryptos. XLM doesn't look like there's a floor in sight until it's 2022 bear market bottom, like that range that it was built up in. So, I mean, I'd say best case scenario for XLM would probably be 11 cents. It's at 15 right now, which now I look at about, I mean, that's not terrible. Yo, what we thinking with crypto now? We in trouble, eh? Sure, man. I mean, I'm not in trouble. I sold in October. And, I said it'd be a good idea to be allocated 25% last week, but I don't have I have so many monthly expenses that I don't have extra funds sitting around to allocate right now. So Rick Mon, thanks for the follow. Nice, glad you caught that. I thought he was going to get you. We are in a bear market for a week legit. Now, we've been in a bear market for Bitcoin. We've been in a bear market for much longer than a week. For altcoins, we've been in a bear market for 4 years, man, except for a handful of them. Do you think Bitcoin is done? Yeah, totally, man. It did not just start a week ago, Marin. You are a noob if you think it started a week ago. That's absurd. Uniswap BlackRock partner. Cool. I don't care. Arrow. My thoughts on Arrow. It's the same thoughts as last week. It's just at this critical level. If it loses this level, it's just down to where does Arrow go from there? You know, I'd be thinking it's going to lose another 60, 70% of its value. So Aptos, you guys, man, you keep asking about the same question. It's the same answer for so many of these cryptos. There's no floor in sight for Aptos. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. They just have way too many unlocks. It's new utility. At some point, it might be interesting to buy Aptos. Not right now. What do you think about shorting? I don't think it's a good idea to short at this moment. Actually earlier this week I was in some shorts, and then I closed my shorts and I opened some longs. Now for these cryptos like Aptos, if you want to just do a 1x short or something, you're probably going to be all right. And you just hold on to it until I don't know when, but 1,000, what should I buy? Top 10. Ethereum, XRP. I'd only stick in the top 10. Obviously Bitcoin. Buy now or wait for the dip. Leroy, are you trying to troll me or something? So I don't know what's going on, man. I'm ready for SHX new all-time high. I'm ready for my 5-year-old daughter's pet unicorn that she's dreaming about to come. So Ondo or Arrow, they're both really good fundamentally. I think they're both really bad buys right now. I think between the two, I like Ondo more, but if I had to buy one of those right now, I would choose Arrow. The partnerships have literally made zero difference. I've never been excited about partnerships. Anytime somebody gets excited about a partnership, I just kind of like die inside. Who cares? Why do you suspect alts didn't have a bull cycle? I mean, man, funny username, spanking you hard style. If you've been following me, I mean, like, I've given lots and lots of reasons. I told you guys in 2024, I told you guys in 2022 why alts would not have the bull cycle that everyone was saying was going to have. I mean, I had some hopes for altcoins, and altcoins did okay, some of them, but like I was not calling for alt season. And I'm not going to rehash any of that, but it has to do with liquidity and it has to do with a broader economic perspective, you know? So it's why people promising you that 2025 was going to be this amazing year where you'd retire and buy a yacht and sail in the Maldives or something like that. It's like they're gone. Some of them are sticking around, still shilling their random meme coins that they're still treating some people as suckers and getting them to be their exit liquidity. So, you know, do you think the bull run is over? It's so over that it might actually be about to start in a few months. It's been over for a really long time. Thanks. I thought Arrow had so much potential. It does at the proper time. Long-term thoughts on AKT, Akash, you know, render competitor on the in the what's it called, the Atom ecosystem, ATOM ecosystem. AI, I don't think we're done with AI cryptos long term, but short term, I mean, by now Akash is back down. Hopefully it'll establish some support here and just bottom out where it is. But it's another one, there's really no floor in sight. So you should honestly do a live with Alex and Crypto Y'all, Josh Rhodes. Am I Alex or is there another Alex that you're referring to? But yeah, I like Crypto Y'all. I like him. I don't love I don't know. I like kind of being a one-man show. Let's go, unicorns are the best. Good time to get in HEEHEE or still lower. I'm fine DCAing HEEHEE. It seems like, you know, I mean, the only issue with waiting or with buying HEEHEE right now is that half of its liquidity is Solana, you know? So if Solana is going to go lower, which I think it will, then HEEHEE will go lower. Skew? What's skew? Will we still see alt pump Bitcoin dominance haven't dropped? Give it time. There will be an alt season. But, you know, I mean, not on the horizon. Ski, what about ski? All right, Leroy. Yeah, I know you followed me for years. Can you look at the weekly on Bitcoin? It's a head and shoulders like back on 2021. Let's look at Bitcoin. I am on the weekly. I would not say it's a head and shoulders. I would say that we were in a head and shoulders and we've lost that. I mean, I guess, you know, I can see where you would maybe call it a broader head and shoulders, like, you know, the 2024, March 2024, thank you, Cool Flips. March to like September, October of 2024 was a shoulder. And now we're going to be in another shoulder. That wouldn't be fun. Lasting for 6 months. I don't think so. But we'll see. Is Sol still a good buy? I mean, I've answered that question. I think it's going lower. Biggest reason is that retail was not in the space because euphoria never hit the market. But why was retail not in the space? That has to do with broader economic things that I've been talking about for years. Any reason why the markets are dumping right now? No idea. No idea. All 2024, 2025, you called alt season wrong, bro. Haven't you been here before, BR Power? Did you say that before? Because, like, your name sounds familiar, and I am telling you, and 100+ other people in this live stream can vouch for me. I never called for alt season. Never, except for literally there was one time on my X account that I made a tweet talking about this kind of price action precedes alt season. That was like November of 2024, which if you remember what the market was like in November of 2024, things were scorching hot. That one time I got sucked into it. But you're saying all of 2024 and 2025. Everyone in here knows you're wrong. Everyone in here knows you're wrong about that. So go away and stop lying. Hello, Deep Focus Value. Sweet sweatshirt, rough game. Sweet sweatshirt, rough game. The Patriots have won so many Super Bowls that the losses no longer hurt and the wins feel good. Lost a lot of money because of you on HEEHEE. I want to say, let me give you two answers. Answer number one, I don't care. Answer number two, I'll give you three answers. Answer number two, I lost a lot more money than you did. Answer number three, if I could stop people from selling, I mean, I would be in jail, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing I could have done. So it's not because of me. It's because of you. Take responsibility for your own actions. Thoughts on AVAX for long term? AVAX is okay, but I mean, I think it's going to go a decent amount lower. I'd be more interested in AVAX under $5. Thanks for answering my questions. I'm trying. Digital Accession Group, thank you for the follow. Dogecoin, Shiba, Filecoin, Polkadot, what is your thoughts on them? Filecoin, thumbs way down. Polkadot, thumbs way down. Doge and Shiba, when they bottom out, they're going to be flat for at least a year. So that's when I'd be accumulating, is like at the end of that year. Yeah, Cool Flips. People taking shots. It comes with the job, right? Is it a good time to DCA altcoins or only Bitcoin? Man, same questions over and over again. Top 10. Top 10. I wouldn't touch anything outside of the top 10. All right, Josh and Ski and me. Okay. XRP 135, good entry. It might be actually be an all right entry. After it bottomed out last week and then pumped, I was expecting to see XRP in the $1.30 range. You know, maybe it could get under $1.30. I'm just holding my spots. Okay. Thank you, Rich Vibes. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm a bit lost, so from April it should be just alt recovery, not the alt season itself. Fake pandemic, I've been saying second quarter, that we would bottom in second quarter. Now, Total 2 might have actually bottomed. I've made a case for that. But what should come after this is just boring chop that leads to some level of despair. You know, what comes next is not a V-shaped recovery. We have a lot of time before alt season begins. Thank you, Sai. So December 2024, December was our bull run. I mean, there was December 2024, there was March of 2024. There were times that was nothing in comparison to previous bull runs. I would not say yes to that. That was just an exciting moments. Ski believes that it's the bottom, but you think we're going to be going more down until October. Have I said anything about October? Where are you getting that from? I don't even know how to answer aside from like, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Yeah, Isan says you've been following me since 2023. I have not been calling for alt season. Thank you. Let me say it again. After 2 years being on TikTok, you're one of the only people with real info. Thank you, Rich Vibes. I'm down 100K right now. People are mad they're down 1,200. Alex burned $6 million or something live. He definitely lost more. I burned $6 million worth of the cryptocurrency I created because I didn't want to profit off of my followers. And then I invested another $50,000 into the cryptocurrency that I created, hoping to build it up. And people still have the audacity to come in here and blame me for losing money on the cryptocurrency that I created. I'm sticking with it. I'm just going to be honest with you guys right now. It's like top 10 biggest regrets of my life was creating HEEHEE. And I don't care if you broadcast that. I don't care whoever you tell. I wish I never did it. But now that I'm in it, you know? You think ETH clears the 2025 April low? No. Goodbye long-term Ethereum. I don't think it's going below the April low. So there we go. Jerry, thanks for the follow. Thoughts on Arbitrum or Arbitrum has a lot lower to go. Uniswap, it's similar to Arrow in regards to the fact that if it goes any lower, there's no floor in sight. So, I mean, that one would be a good one to accumulate at some point. Why are you wearing a Patriots jersey? It's a sweatshirt. I've been a Patriots fan my entire life, Bark. Well, no, not my entire life. Since 1992. The Patriots went 2-14 in 1992, and I fell in love with them that year. Thoughts on Chainlink? Chainlink's fine. You know, I was hoping it would bottom out in the 950s, but it's at 827, so I think it's going down to 550 now. It should hold there. Or just buy some HEEHEE now at under 300K, and when times come, you should make some X's. Yeah. HEEHEE not good to keep. HEEHEE is not dead, guys. Is HEEHEE dead or just down? Everything's down. Listen, guys, there are so many meme coins. If you just think through this, there's so many meme coins created in 2021. So, sure, some of them, they're never coming back. But other ones, and I'm not just talking about HEEHEE, Solnick, and Fat Cat. Like, there's other ones that I just think are, you know, you still have a long time to accumulate these things, but, like, some of them are just going to give you multiple X's from where they are right now. That is just, I want to spread my Solana all over the place, you know, and just and just throw stuff against the wall and see what sticks. So no, it's not dead. It's never. I'm still here. The only reason why HEEHEE would be dead is if I was dead. Thank you, Shiznat. Uni going lower. Yeah, I did answer that. HEEHEE will have its time. Yep. Explain your thumbs down on Filecoin. Is it mainly tokenomics? It's entirely tokenomics. They're terrible with tokenomics. Yeah, Chainlink already answered that. Afternoon Crowman, are you hitting really low levels of viewers compared to the bull market? I mean, last few, there's 130 in here right now. That's actually higher than it's been last few weeks. So I think the dump last week brought some people out. You have 20K to invest. How would you put that into market over the next 10 months? I mean, right now I'd put it into oil stocks, and maybe some uranium stocks. I'd wait. You know, I mean, I did say be 25% into crypto last week. So how about $5,000 into what? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, maybe some BNB, only top 10s. And then now, right now, you have a long time. You have plenty of time. Because there are people, I do wonder if the total altcoin market cap has bottomed. Total too. Others looks not nearly as, not close to being bottomed. So what does that mean? That means top 10, because others is 11 through 150. But so there's a lot of people still saying that we're going a lot lower, and I think Bitcoin is going to go a little bit lower, but. Where was I? Shoot. Whether I'm right or wrong, like the allocation should have happened last week. Now it's just wait. Now it's the waiting game. And if you didn't allocate last week, you know, now's I still think is a good time to allocate. What do you mean alt season begins? We didn't have one this cycle. Why would we next cycle? Oh, gosh. It's this. Oh, God. Just shoot me. Just. I know. I don't know who you are. Like, I've just had to explain this so many times. I had to explain this all throughout 2024 and 2025 as to why I did not think we were going to have alt season and why I thought the conditions would be much more aligned for us to have an alt season at some point in the future after 2025. And we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer. Okay, and these things have to do with things outside of crypto, economically, business, liquidity, ISM manufacturing report. We had a really positive manufacturing report last month. We saw unemployment actually go down. We are seeing signs of a healthy enough economy that I don't think for the next year or two we really have to worry about a recession, and a recession being the definition the definition that they call it, you know, not me. Chief, thanks for the follow. Why the Patriots jersey? I'll never wear this during a live stream ever again. I'm a Patriots fan. I wanted to wear a sweatshirt because I was cold and I'm sick. And that's why. Did Uni bottom? I don't think it has. Are we in the bear market? We've been in the bear market for quite a while. If you learned anything from last bear market, nothing positive will be said in the bottom. Yeah. I mean, most of you guys are positive. It's just, yeah, there's a lot more people who are just upset and looking to take it out on somebody. So why not take it out on me? You know, because I influenced them. Thank you. I'm guessing that's you, Foregone. I don't know if that's Foregone, but thank you for the super chat. Do you think Chainlink can get to $30 by 2027? Yes, I do. Yeah. I think Chainlink can hit a new all-time high by then. Well, if you're talking about by 2027, let me back up on that. In 2027, yes. You have a rough job. I follow you for years and trust and appreciate your opinion. Thank you, Atrox. So like 4 years till you knew Euphoria? No. Oh, gosh, no, not that long. I'm sorry, man. It's like, I think, so I could see Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high in 2026, but my money's on early 2027. And when that happens, just think about the last time that Bitcoin crossed its previous all-time high from the previous bear market bottom. We're talking about like when it crossed its all-time high in 2024. That was the closest period of time to alt season that we got. So the next time that Bitcoin crosses its previous all-time high, I suspect that altcoins are going to do very well, and that whatever we get from that would be called alt season. Tharwa, man, there's one I haven't even not entered my stream of consciousness. I'm assuming this chart looks dead, but let's see Tharwa. Yeah, no, no, it's dead. I would have no hope for this coming back. Maybe it will. I don't know. Yeah, thoughts on Ondo? I already mentioned no floor, but I do like Ondo. Will Gala come back? Crypto gaming is a scam. I mean, could it? What do you mean by back? You know, at this point, you could buy Gala and you could get a 4x to its previous bear market bottom. So how about that? If you define that as back, then sign me up. Then Gala will come back. Oil tickers, please. I'll give you two: OIH and WTI. What uranium stocks do you like? I mainly only have one. It's UUUU. You're welcome, Steve. Thanks for AXS short. I dumped my profits into HEEHEE a few days ago. Let's go, Matthew. I got a lot of hate on X for saying that I was shorting Axie Infinity. And then it bottomed out exactly where I said it was going to bottom out, and probably going to go lower now. Let Gala bump. I just put in for 700,000. Whew. Whew. Oh, man. All right. I'm still in, but your reaction to these people is priceless. Yeah. Will Dookie coin go back up? Yeah, I thought I was going to be rich. Yeah. There's here we are, the remnants of 2024 and 2025. You thought you were going to be rich buying Dookie coin. I'm assuming you're joking. Or maybe you're not because you spammed it twice. If Cardano loses level here, we could see sub 10 cents. I think we could. All right, so I mean, I've been saying that Cardano to 20 cents was likely. So, I mean, it's at 26. Yeah, I mean, that's below its previous bear market. Another one, it's right at its 2022 bear market bottom. So what happens if we lose this floor? Man, you're probably right about that. When Patriots coin, I don't know. Quant is one that's held up way better than most. Thoughts on Quant? That's my thoughts. It's held up a lot better than most. I could see Quant eventually doing something like what Monero did. You know, it was just long accumulation, then all of a sudden broke out. Alt season? Yeah. TikTok is so toxic. No respect for a solid, truthful dude. Whatever, man. You know, it's not like crypto content creators have the best branding in the world. So, of course, I'm going to take heat for stuff that I shouldn't take heat for. Tharwa, Aster, any thoughts? Yeah, Tharwa looks dead. Aster, it's too new for me to really analyze. I'm not loving it right now. All right, Kusama and Pinlink. Kusama, I mean, probably the same thoughts as Polkadot. Yeah, Kusama, there's no floor in sight for Kusama. Pinlink, that's one I haven't looked at in a while. Let me look at Pinlink. Same deal. There's no floor. Now, I like Pinlink fundamentally. I really, you know, at the end of 2024, I was really hyped about Pinlink. They might come back. They have a really solid team, but like it's just the market, the way the market's been. USAR, I have some USAR. Gold and silver crashing as we speak. They had a great run. Now it's time to cool off. I wouldn't worry about that at all unless I bought the peak. Yeah, silver is down to $75. Man, I bought puts on this one ETF called AGQ, which means, you know, puts means if you're betting against it, basically. If it goes down, you make money. And I just figured AGQ is a levered silver play. And it tries to go up 2x when silver goes up its normal amount, and it tries to go down by less than 2x or by only 2x, but it does not perform nearly as well. It can't hold up. So that was a no-brainer for me. Yep, you nailed it. Jason B, thanks for the follow. I don't know what I nailed. Don't let those who are attacking you for being a Patriots fan, I'm a Dolphin fan. I mean, nobody's attacking me for being a Patriots fan. Do you have any quantum computing stocks? No. Yeah, maybe that would be a good hedge against crypto. All right, thoughts on metals miners when metals cooled down. Flo, bro, I did make a video. We have a lot of time on metals miners because here's my general thought is that, we're not touching silver. I'm not touching silver until it hits the 200, until it gets to some kind of interaction with the 200-week moving average, which I'm looking at AGQ. Let me look at silver. Silver is at the 200-week moving average for silver is at $30.50 or so. So like that's slowly rising, and silver's price is coming down. And so when those two touch, I will be very interested in loading up on more silver and on miners. Until then, not touching it. I sold the last of my miners last week. Oh man, sorry, I'm almost done. I'm under the weather. Bitcoin dominant is struggling to cross 60. Yeah, I mean quantitative tightening's over. So quant thoughts, yeah, I mentioned that. Good morning, good fellow. Give me a 10xer, please. USDT for sure. Virtual. It looks like it's just going to go back down to its early days from August of 2024. So what is that? Maybe not that low. If it does, then I'll buy some. All right, how about 13 cents? So another 75% drop or so. Pinlink's fire. I do like Pinlink. Aster's BNB DEX built with Hyperliquid's engine. I know. I know. It's been doing okay lately. But everything's a bull trap right now for any pump on altcoins. I heard you mention the Neos funds QQQI. Why do you like these? Sunda? Yeah, I have a decent amount of QQQI. I mean, it pays 15% yields, and as of right now, the price has been staying the same. So I like it. Funds. Can you buy gold? Yes. Oh, gold and silver on Coinbase? No. What happened to 6 to 8 trillion coming in the market? Well, I said in August of 2024 that I was throwing the towel in on my price predictions. That what I was seeing in the market, it was not going to happen in 2024, 2025. And here we are. And is it going to happen in 2026? Probably not. But I am fully convinced that it will happen well before the next halving. That's what happened to it. You had 800 viewers a few months ago. It was the top signal. I don't remember having 800 viewers a few months ago. I remember that at the end of 2024. Don't let anything get to you. Yeah. Craig, thanks for the follow. Crypto getting cooked lately. Sky's blue. Honestly, I think looking at the monthly on ETH, people should be buying like there's no tomorrow. Interesting. I mostly focus on the weekly. After I'm afraid to touch any altcoins. That's why I'm not afraid. Because most people, if people are going to think that altcoins are never coming back, then I'm very interested in buying altcoins. All right, let me look at the monthly on ETH. Okay, so there's a 100-month EMA bounce that's happened with Ethereum. Stochastic looks like it can go lower. RSI is as bottomed out as it's ever been. You might be right about that. What was the stock he was buying? Gold miner. That's a while from now. I don't even know. I've owned so many. CMCL is a good one. But guys, I'm sorry. I was gonna be live for a shorter period of time because of just being under the weather. So I'm done. I'm gonna be done. 40 minutes live. That's all you can get from me today. And VET can reach 0.005. And perfect time to be done because the one of the top 5 worst trolls has entered the chat. This person who thinks that Kamala Harris actually won in 2024. So goodbye.